So, how to buy from Alibaba? Before we dig into more details, the first question you want to ask yourself should be, is Alibaba suitable for my business? Here is some basic knowledge about the platform. First, the target audience of Alibaba is small to medium business. Second, it's not for you to look for brand products. Also, it's not a good option too if you want to look for top manufacturers that has supplied big brands. If you are not looking for this kind of products or suppliers, Alibaba will be the best platform for you to find almost all kinds of products. It offers immense variety, reliability, competitive pricing, complete product information, product sampling, easy sourcing, and proper rules and regulations for the buyers and suppliers as well. Then, how does Alibaba work for your business? First thing you need to know here is that purchasing from Alibaba is not a simple add to cart and buy process. You are dealing with factories and trading companies. When you talk to suppliers, you may notice that usually they do not have the inventory for one product, since each customer has their own requirements. So when you use Alibaba for your business, list out your requirements first, like quantity, production timeline, customization of products, labeling and packaging, etc., and see whether you can find suppliers meeting your needs. Start using Alibaba platform is fairly simple. Only 2 steps required. First, register an account. It is completely free and you just need to create a user ID and a password. Then you can start to use it to search for the desired products. Few tips here. When you start your research, use specific keywords smartly. Sometimes you can learn useful tactics by looking up the Alibaba cheat sheet online. Also, keep in mind that you want to search for reliable product manufacturers. Could be factories or trading companies. After you start your searching process, the question you may have now is, how can I find a good product? This is a very big and complicated question, and usually this determines whether you can earn money from your product. But here, we will give you 2 key suggestions. First, you need to do a market research. Try to find trends, search volume, and people's interest in various products. Second, endorse your business idea. You have to conduct market research in the target audience. Customers' response will help you in determining the success rate of your business idea. The conventional way we do this is we design a product, take good pictures, use Facebook or other advertising method to promote the test product fast for 1 week. Within 7 days, typically, you can see the result of whether people like your products or not. Trust me, this is very important. It seems like you are wasting your money, but in reality, you are not, because when you see the success of your products, you will definitely get all the money back. So what is the best way to source a product? An essential point to consider is where to source the product from. For a sensible decision of product sourcing, the buyers could follow the following tips. First, select the product which is easy to ship. Second, do the available product sourcing. Third, the availability of the product must have cost-effective rates for earning more profit. Fourth, the quality of the product should be maintained. And lastly, the manufacturer must be capable of scaling up the supply with the growth of your business. Keep these tips in mind and you are ready to really start searching for your product on Alibaba. While buying from Alibaba, the first thing you need to check is the product price and the free on board option. Free on board option means the seller will ship the package to the marine port for free and the buyer will have to pay only for the transport charges from port to the final destination. Second, you need to look for the MOQ information. MOQ refers to the least amount of order a supplier at Alibaba can deliver, and it varies from every available product. Generally, there are two different ways for people to order from Alibaba. The first one is make direct searching. Direct searching allows the buyer to view the price list of each supplier for a particular product. You could follow these steps if you want to do a direct search. Log onto the Alibaba website, choose the best suppliers and send them the product inquiries. Contact the selected suppliers. Gather and compare prices from all suppliers. And last step is choose the best supplier among all to proceed further. An alternative way to do this is using Alibaba RFQ. Alibaba RFQ is a more efficient method for supplier search. It only takes 10 minutes to acquire quotations from more than 10 suppliers at one time. The procedure is log on to Alibaba RFQ, fill the RFQ form, submit form, and now wait for the suppliers to send you the quotations. Verify and then analyze the quotations. And the last step is the same. Choose the best supplier for further correspondence. No matter which method you use, after you spend a lot of time in searching and comparing information from different suppliers, the real big question for you to think about is how to choose the most suitable supplier for buying. Couple of things that you need to be aware of when sourced from Alibaba. First, not all the suppliers are real manufacturers. Some are middlemen who charge high price and miscommunicate between the actual manufacturers and buyers. Second, although Alibaba is trying hard to avoid this happen, there are still scammers as well as dishonest buyers on Alibaba who are frauds. Third, sometimes it is possible that the suppliers do not ship the exact quality which they have marketed on the website. Therefore, selecting a reliable supplier is extremely important. There are a lot of tutorials on internet that teaches how to buy from Alibaba, and they will suggest you buy from the gold suppliers or verified suppliers because they are reliable. However, this is not always true. Let me explain these two types of suppliers more. Gold supplier, also called a verified seller. They just have a premium membership on Alibaba, and they are authorized to use the company badge. Verified supplier has a higher level. They have a verification icon telling us that a third-party agency has authenticated the seller. No matter which type the suppliers are, both of them got more exposure opportunities to buyers. Of course, you can use the ratings as a reference, but do not use it as a trustworthy reliability indicator. When you look for reliable suppliers, the top criteria for you to consider should be: first, how the specialized product portfolios of the seller look like. Second, how does the communication go? Excellent communication shows the supplier's proficiency. Third, do they have expert knowledge in international trading? Okay, next thing here is, when you find a good supplier that you would like to proceed with, what do you do here to ensure quality? Two things here. First, buyers should inspect the quality of the product by ordering samples before placing an order in bulk quantity. Then, after receiving the product sample, buyers should check it carefully based on their quality control checklist, which will be used for inspecting the actual shipment of goods and inform the seller of any defect or discrepancy. When you place orders, even for sample orders, we suggest you to choose suppliers who accept Alibaba Trade Assurance orders. Trade Assurance is an order protection service, which is a free-of-cost service. Alibaba offers the service to the buyers where the third party like escrow company is involved. The process looks like this. When a seller prepares products for shipment, buyer is asked to deposit the payment in the account, which is dominated by Alibaba. After the order gets approved by the buyer, the money is then successfully transferred to the seller's account. A money-back guarantee is offered to avoid any scam or other order processing issues. Finally, you are ready to place your order, and to avail the service of trade assurance, buyers are required to do payments through Alibaba.com by these 5 available methods. Credit cards, it could be Visa or MasterCard, Western Union, online bank transfers, usually it's for bulk orders, letter of credit, and telegraphic transfer. Okay, then the last step to consider before finalizing your order is to ensure that your product quality is inspected before the final delivery. Since international buyers cannot come and personally check the shipment, it is very necessary to hire a third-quality inspection company. We listed 3 ways here to find a third party for quality control. You could choose an Alibaba inspection team. You could also hire a professional third-party inspection team elsewhere, or you could find a sourcing company. Alright, that's the end of my video today, and thank you for watching this. I hope it can give you some help in your sourcing process. If you have any questions or something you want to learn more, leave your comment below or go to our website supplier.com to leave a message. We will reply you within 24 hours. Thanks again and have a wonderful day.